Hello everyone. In this session, we'll see a question on wave equation. So it says find uxt for the string of length L equal to 1 and C square equal to 1 when the initial velocity is 0 and the initial deflection with k equal to 0.01 is given by f of x is equal to k times of x into 1 minus x. Before getting into this question, let's discuss some of the initial condition and boundary conditions here so that we can see what is happening and how to find the solution here. So far we have seen that this one-dimensional wave equation is given by d2u by dt square is equal to c square times of du by dx square, right? And by product method this uxt we are taking it as f of x into t of t. So it may come up with a boundary condition. Let's say the boundary condition is given by u0t, that is x equal to 0 is 0 and ult is equal to 0. So these are basically the boundary, that is end points where x equal to 0 and where x is equal to L. So these two are going to be 0. So as per the function u, this is going to be f of u and let's say g of t, that is what we have written. We have written f of x and t of t. So let's say this is t of t. T of t should be equal to 0 and f of L and t of t should be equal to 0. That is for all t. So this is possible only if f of 0 is equal to 0 and f of L equal to 0. So if you check the three conditions we have discussed in the wave equations, we will see that the only possibility to satisfy all these conditions are when k is negative. When k is negative, and when k is negative, the function u of xt will be given by, like out of k equal to 0, k being positive, k being negative. If you remember, the only possibility is when k is negative, and in that case the condition will be, let's say c1, the equation we have discussed is c1 cos pt plus c2 sin pt into c3 cos p by cx and plus c4 sin p by cx. This is what we have discussed. So the only possibility is that when k is negative. So let's say in this case where we have assumed u of x t equal to f of x into g of t. Let's say g of t. although we have written t of t in the previous case. Let's say g of t. So in this case, this f of x is going to be a cos px plus b sin px. Since we are coming from k being negative, this is what we can have for the function f of x. So in case you don't understand anything, you have to remember this, that for such initial conditions we are going to have f of x like this. Right? Now for this function f of 0 equal to 0 and the function f of l equal to 0, what we will get is a equal to 0 and sine PL equal to 0. So this sine PL equal to 0 comes when P is going to be n times of pi time by L. This is the only case when we can get such and such values. So in that case, at the end, what we are left with is this f of nx will be given by b times of sine n pi by L times of x. This is what we are going to get for as a general f of nx. So this is important. Other than that, this gnx, so gnt will be given by bn cos lambda nt plus b star, let's say n sine lambda nt, where this lambda n will be given by c into n pi by L, that is nothing but Cp, right? So this is the Gn. Now in that case, un we are going to get is will be bn cos lambda nt plus pn star sine lambda nt into f of x is limited to sine n pi x by L for all n equal to 1, 2, 3 and so on. So this is un. So overall u is going to be sum of n equal to 1 to infinity un x t, which is summation. Instead of summation we can now put it as n equal to 1 infinity bn cos n cos lambda n t plus sine lambda nt into sine n pi x by L. Apart from this boundary conditions, then we will come to initial condition. Let's move to the next page. Initial condition. So this initial condition means at t equal to 0. So at t equal to 0, we will have ux0, which is known as initial deflection, which is given as ux0 equal to function of x, and initial velocity, which will be given as utx0, that is differentiation, partial differentiation with respect to t, and let's say this is given by g of x, because we are putting t equal to 0. So in that case, this ux0 will be sum of n equal to 1 up to infinity bn sine n pi x by L, which is equal to f of x. Why? Just check this. We have written this equation uxt. So if t is equal to 0, we are going to get this element to be 1, this is going to be 0, so we'll be left with bn and sine n pi x by L. So that is nothing but bn into sine n pi x by L, and this is actually nothing but f of x. So from here, this is going to be Fourier series format, and we will get this bn is equal to 2 by L integration from 0 to L f of x sine n pi x by L dx. Right? Then also for this ut at x 0 equal to 0 equal to given by gx, we will get, I'm just directly coming to it, we will get summation of n equal to 1 to infinity bn star lambda n sine n pi x by L equal to g of x. This is initial velocity. So from there, here we can get bn is equal to 2 by lambda n L from 0 to L sine n pi x by L dx, and we know this, that lambda n is c n pi by L. So this is going to be bn star is going to be 2 by cn pi 0 to L sine n pi x by L dx. And what if it is given that if initial velocity is 0, so that is g of x is equal to 0. In such case, bn star will come out to be 0, and in such case uxt limits to summation from n equal to 1 to infinity bn cos n, or I'll say lambda nt into sine n pi x by L. Right? Let's see everything again and let's see what is important here. So first thing, this is the general equation for one-dimensional wave equation, and of which we will have two boundary conditions. This boundary condition is at x equal to 0 and x is equal to at L. So from this, the conclusion will be that we can use k being negative, and when k is negative, this is the form we are going to use, this into this. So I'll tell you exactly what are the things you have to remember. The initial condition has to be 0, because of which we will get the function f of x of this f of x into h of t, g of t, going to be of this format. The form is a cos px b sin ps, right? This is coming because of the initial condition, so you have to remember this, f of x equal to this, because it is coming from k being negative. And for that, for meeting the conditions, a is going to be 0 and p is going to be n pi L. So ultimately this fn comes out to be this value, right? From this we get this in order to satisfy the boundary conditions. Also the gn is given by this function. Why? Because k is negative, and for k negative we have seen the standard form of f of x and standard form of g of x. So this lambda n is going to be c times of p, or c times of n pi by L. So of course you have to remember this. So the overall function, which was f of x into g of t, becomes this. This is for n, sum n, and overall function becomes sum of u n x t from n equal to 1 to n equal to infinity. So this becomes, like we have already seen, this is your g of n and this is your f of x or f of n, fn. Why? Because a is 0 and p is going to be n pi by l. So this is the standard form we will be using because of the boundary conditions provided, right? Of course you'll have to remember this. Now because of this, now we have seen the boundary condition. Now it is about the initial condition. So initial conditions means t equal to 0. At t equal to 0 we can have two things, initial deflection and initial velocity. So t equal to 0 means ux0 and utx0, that is different partial derivative of u with respect to time. So let's say that this is given by f of x and this is given by g of x. It may be given in your questions. So in that case, this ux of 0, which we are discussing here, becomes this. Why? Because taking t equal to 0 in this equation, if you take t equal to 0, this becomes cos 0, which is 1, and sin 0 becomes 0. So we will be left with only bn into this sin n pi x by l. So that is what we have here. And now that we know that ux0 is nothing but the initial deflection, which is equal to f of x, so we are equating it to f of x. From this Fourier series we can take out the coefficient bn, and this will be given by 2 by l. So you'll have to remember this again, 2 by l, 0 to l, f of x sin n pi x by l dx. And then because of the initial velocity, which is equal to g of x, from the derivative of this u with respect to t, we will get this function at t equal to 0 to be equal to g of x. Finding the derivative and then putting t equal to 0, obviously t equal to 0. This gives the bn star. So we have to remember this, right? Because lambda n is equal to cn pi by l. So after remembering bn, we need to remember this bn star, which is 2 by cn pi integration from 0 to l of this value sin n pi x l. This is actually f of x, right? This is nothing but f of x. Now, so finally, what if the initial velocity is 0, that is g of x. So if initial velocity is 0, then from the previous case, what if the initial velocity becomes 0, then this bn is going to be 0. And if bn is going to be 0, from in the standard equation we have found, the bn star term will be it will get off, and will be left with bn cos n pi t lambda n t into sin n pi by l into x. So when bn is also equal to 0, bn star is equal to 0, uxt is limited to, this is coming from g of t and this is coming from f of x, because bn star becomes 0, so we are left with only bn cos lambda nt and then into sin n pi x by l. Now let's see what was the question. The question was that f of x was given as k times of x into 1 minus x. So what are the things we will need? First thing, we need this bn, because it is also given that initial velocity is 0, so that is gx is 0. In the question we were discussing, we have this initial velocity is 0, we have L equal to 1, c square equal to 1, and initial deflection is given by this, and the function is given by initial deflection, which is f of x, is given by this, right? So now getting back to the question, now that initial velocity is given 0, that is gx, nothing but gx, and we have seen that for gx equal to 0, we will have this bn star equal to 0. So in that case, uxt becomes summation from n equal to 1 to infinity bn cos lambda nt into sine n pi x by L. Yes, this is what we are going to get. Fine. Of which we need to find bn, and bn is given by 2 by L integration from 0 to L f of x dx. F of x dx. This is the value of f of x into this sine n pi x, sine n pi x by L dx. So we know this L is going to be 1. So this is the part of Fourier series, and all we have to do is find this 2 0 to 1. Now that L is equal to 1, f of x is given as k into x into 1 minus x into sine n pi x by L dx. So we have to calculate this, and you can either try it by yourself or you can refer to the video. You can refer to the Fourier series for this. So this bn is going to be 8k by n cube pi cube if n is odd, or 0 if n is even. So we are going to get this coefficient bn from the usual method we have done in the Fourier series, or you can simply integrate this for the limits given, then also you'll get it like that. And so the uxt we were calculating will become, from n equal to 1 to infinity, condition it is odd, for even it is going to be 0, it will be 8k by n cube pi cube into cos n pi t, because lambda n is c n pi by L, so c is also 1, n is also 1, so this becomes c n pi t into sine n pi x, right? So for all this n equal to odd, we can expand this and we will get uxt equal to, like, let's start with n equal to 1. This is going to be, let's say let's take 8k by pi cube common, so this is going to be 1 by n cube, so this is 1 cos n pi t will become into cos pi t into sine pi x plus n equal to odd, so that next will be n equal to 3. This becomes 1 by 3 cube, so this is 27 cos 3 pi t into sine 3 pi x. Then what will be the next term? 1 by 5 cube, so that is 1 by 125 cos 5 pi t sine 5 pi x, and so on. So this is going to be the solution for the equation given.